Hello team, good morning, afternoon / whenever you may be catching this live. So I wanted to come in here because when I heard about the new launch of the new product line that's coming out, Elements, I was so confused. I had no idea what this thing was or how it worked. And I said, okay, I'm going to make it my mission to learn this product, understand why Healy would even come out with this product, and then of course, bring you the good news. So I did just that. First off, we heard about this product, the new launching product at Homecoming in Mexico back in May. And I was like, okay, cool. They're these like tongue strips. They go on the tongue. They dissolve. They dissolve on your tongue within 15 seconds. And from my past experience in the natural health product industry, I do understand a lot about actually sublingual products or using products in the mouth under the tongue as well, because it has direct access to the bloodstream. So I kind of understood, okay, if we're using a tongue strip, I know that, anything on the tongue can absorb into the body, or under the tongue can absorb into the body within seconds and make its way into your bloodstream. So it actually can bypass having to go through through the esophagus down into the stomach, where stomach acids could actually destroy a product. Like a lot of supplements actually don't make it past your stomach because the acids will destroy it. So as soon as I heard it was a tongue strip, I was kind of like, okay, that's smart, because I do understand it can get into the bloodstream right away. But why do we need this? Like, what is the purpose of having ingredients on a tongue strip? Like, why do we need the ingredients? Why do we need what's inside of it? And what the heck does that have to do with our frequencies? And so the more that I asked, and I actually had a chance to talk to Marcus Schmieke, a founder and inventor of Healy, directly with this. And what we need to understand is any time that Healy launches a new product, what we always want to remember is that the only reason they would ever launch a product into our product suite with Healy World is because it will enhance and amplify the efficiency of the Healy itself. So we always want to remember that the Healy, the personal wearable Healy, is our flagship product, and everything that Healy World will come out with anytime in the product suite will always be to actually enhance the capabilities, enhance the efficiency of the actual frequencies, always. So then I wanted to understand more about then, how is this Elements tongue strip enhancing frequencies? So I'm going to, my goal is 6 minutes or less, teach you about the Elements product that is just recently launched in the US, Mexico, and some countries in Europe, and then eventually will roll out globally once all countries have given its, seal of approval to have natural health products, which, quite frankly, it's harder to get a natural health product into a country under regulatory boards than it is to get like a pharmaceutical. Just go figure, okay? So the Elements tongue strips. This is based on the foundation of bioelectricity and BioSignaling. So this was actually created by Dr. Alberto Gallo. Now I need to get his last name right because I don't want to botch it. But let's call him Dr. Alberto for fun, okay? So him and Marcus actually met, and they were having a conversation about frequency technology and bioelectricity, because Dr. Alberto is an expert practitioner, expert researcher in bioelectricity. And Marcus had said to Dr. Alberto that they really together could come up with an idea that they would create a product that would actually enhance the efficacy of frequencies in the body through the use of microcurrent, which, as we know, is electricity. So we've got this bioelectric researcher and practitioner expert, and we've got Marcus Schmieke, the inventor and founder of this frequency technology we know of as Healy, this quantum physicist. And these two experts, these two powerful men who know their stuff, who are breaking and paving the way for this new era in medicine as we know it, as we're exposed to right now with the Healy, came together and they're like, okay, we can deliver certain elements through the body, through microcurrent, through the electricity. Okay, so why and how are we going to do this? So we understand that elements this product is not a regular supplement, but a natural health product made and tailor-made for frequencies. Okay, so we understand that. It's tailor-made for the frequencies that we're using. And so what we really understand about this is that we live in an environment that is full of wrong signaling. Okay, so our bodies naturally in our environment receive signaling that tells the body how to act and behave. And because we are exposed to so much wrong signaling through toxicity, pesticides, stress, 5G, like all of these exposures, the body needs correct signaling over a 24-hour period in order to return to its natural internal clock state. So you may have heard of the circadian rhythm, and it's where the body, for the entire duration of mankind, our human body has worked on a circadian rhythm, meaning the sun and the moon, essentially. So there's certain organs that function right as the sun begins to rise. But our body, with the light of the natural sunlight, would naturally wake up. Certain organs would function first thing in the morning and be in their optimal, heightened function state in the morning, some more in the afternoon, some more in the evening. And then as the sun would set and the moon would come out and, darkness would come over, the body would naturally begin to release melatonin, which was the sleep hormone, and the body would fall asleep and it would sleep through darkness. And so before cell phones and TVs and all this blue light, our body, our circadian cycle always operated on light and darkness. That's just how the body naturally went. But because of all of these external programmings, our bodies are whacked. And so hormones aren't working properly, organs aren't, working in the time frame they're supposed to be working. And so there's all this wrong signaling. So what the concept of biosignaling is how the body responds to these signals. And so what we're trying to do is, and so the circadian rhythm is imperative to our organs and internal systems being in alignment, in right operational flow, so that they maintain their proper function. So this is where Elements comes in, okay? So this is where this incredible product comes in. So what it's doing is it's restoring the proper biosignaling, which then restores the ground for perfect health. So if we can give our body the right signals in terms of how to operate and what to do at certain times of the day, and it can go back to its regular 24-hour circadian rhythm that it's supposed to be in, but we're exposed to all this external stuff that gives it the wrong signals. If we can get it back into its regular circadian pattern and circadian rhythm, our bodies naturally know what to do to heal themselves when they're in their optimal state. So what we're really doing with Elements is creating a molecular signal through the ingredients and then the microelectricity through the microcurrent of the Healy. So we're using the electric signal from the Healy through our Healy cords, right? Through our Healy electricity. We're using that electric side of things, and then we're using the Elements tongue strip as the biosignaling. And through this, we get biosignaling and bioelectricity working in harmony together. And then we begin to harmonize the body through the microelectricity, and then the body can go back to feeling safe and protected. So what we're doing is restoring the internal biosignaling so it can create a shield against the external communications we're all faced with that are messing up our internal environment. So when we get the proper signaling every single day, if we took a tongue strip in the morning, we took an Elements in the morning, we took an Elements in the night, and we're giving our body this natural biosignaling of exactly what it's supposed to be doing at these times of the day, and we get our body back into that circadian rhythm, and we do this daily as a habit, it starts to create a shield. So when these external circumstances happen, the external stressors, the external light, the external wrong signals come at us, we have a shield. We have created a habit where our body says, this is not what's supposed to happen right now. This is not the signal I'm accepting, because we're constantly taking the elements that are actually keeping the biosignaling intact and keeping it correct. So what we're doing with the biosignaling is if you think of the word bio, this means the elements we find in nature, biology, right? Nature, natural. And then signaling is, what we're meaning by that is that we aren't inputting substances in large quantities, but instead we're asking the body to perform a function. Normally with supplements, you take all of this stuff, right? Like, oh, I'm taking my vitamin D and my this and my that and my zinc and my calcium and my magnesium, and I'm taking all these supplements, and your body goes into a chaotic state because it's trying to make sense of what to do with all of these different substances. What we're doing with elements is it's very few ingredients, very intentional few ingredients that are designed to work in harmony together to create one signal, one piece of information that the body then uses to perform its function. And so in nature, we can think about things like, how does nature use biosignaling? Well, think about a skunk, right? A skunk, when scared or it feels like a predator's coming at it, it sprays a repelling smell to ward off having a predator come after it, right? Skunks will release a smell. Some flowers will release a scent that's attractive. So it attracts maybe insects that then come and pollinate it. So in nature, there's all these biosignalings happening. And so we actually have the ability now in these advancements to be able to create a biosignal in our own body to return it back to its natural internal state and natural internal function. So we really want to be able to strengthen these signals in our body, and then our body can translate these signals into a state of mind, right? So it's kind of like, when I take this tongue strip and I all of a sudden feel this energy, and the energy isn't fake, it's not fabricated. Like caffeine is a jolt of energy because it's forcing the body to produce this energy through its caffeine. But then there's the crash, right? Whereas these biosignals are actually creating an action, a function in the cells that's natural, and it's bringing the body back into its state. So the morning element we take, the morning one is actually getting the body into a state of go. Right? It's like releasing natural energy. It's moving us. And then we put on our Healy and we use the electric current to carry these elements and even begin to also produce the sense of go, the sense of energy, the sense of movement. And then at night, we take the Elements tongue strip, and it actually uses ingredients that are meant to calm the body down, to allow it to go in rest and digest mode, to allow it to restore its function and sleep, right? So we do this in morning and night, and we create a habit with our body, this energetic shield that protects us from the wrong signaling that happens in our environment every single day. So again, the formulas were really designed to have a particular effect that the body naturally would flow in from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed. And we're using formulas that will piggyback on the natural energy that we would have in the morning and in our natural rest mode at night, so that we can have more energy in the day after we wake up and have to get moving again, right? So if we rest properly at night, that'll also then help us the next day when we have to get up and go, and we've had this restful night's sleep. And when we can get our body into that motion, it's really super helpful, and it mimics the force of nature. It mimics exactly what our body's supposed to be doing anyways. So you can check out the ingredients, but some of the ingredients like saffron, which is a plant that's a biosignaler for producing energy naturally, coenzyme Q10, you've probably heard of that one before, active ions coming in that are trigger an energizing feeling from the body, which is also you can get active ions even just from being near an ocean. If you go near an ocean and it's you breathe it in and it's so energizing. It's because there's active ions coming off of the sea. So there's lots of things that happen already in nature that we are just mimicking with these ingredients, like iron, having that yang element of iron. And then at night we're taking L-theanine, which is a natural plant that relaxes the body. Vitamin B6, when coupled with L-theanine, will help the conversion of serotonin. So signals, again, that just help the body go into relax. So the intention here is that we're mimicking nature rather than creating an artificial, unnatural type of molecular signaling, like I said, in caffeine. And so as soon as we can get as close to nature as possible and we're using something that already exists, it's important to that's an important way to create a habit for the body that it's already naturally programmed to do, which is why we don't see the side effects of that, any negative side effects of that. Anything else that I wanted to say? Yeah, just like if there's too many ingredients in a formula, it can cause chaos for the body and confusion or metabolic noise. And that's why we really want to stick to something that just simply creates a reaction, and then the body naturally can do what it's designed to do. And then we repeat this stimulus every 12 hours, right? Morning, night, morning, night. We repeat this every day. We create that shield. We create our body's natural function. And one other tip that I want to leave you with is to take elements when you are already relaxed. So without food or drink, so the body doesn't have to do anything else, right? It doesn't have to be digesting or, it's not doing anything else in that moment other than just receiving the ingredients and doing with it. So in the morning, maybe you take your tongue strip during your morning meditation, or you just take the tongue strip and take 10 deep breaths and then go on with your day. But that moment of just pure intention with taking it, where the body can just receive and then, give gratitude for the body producing the function it's supposed to produce, or receiving the signal that it's receiving, and the body has to do nothing else but receive those signals. So that was one of the things that was a recommendation. So I hope this was a helpful training on elements, but I'm really excited, especially for those of us in Canada that will get them soon. We're hoping to get those this year. And if you're in the States or you're in Mexico and you're already able to get your hands on them, really excited to introduce this product. And the goal for our team is that everyone will order their element supplements on the 1st of every single month. So every month on the 1st, we get our elements fired off, and this is also what's going to qualify you to earn your compensation from Healy, is that you are taking your elements every month. So as long as you place an order once a month of elements, you will be able to be compensated from Healy for all of the work you're doing to share Healy in the world. So we no longer have to worry about selling a device every 3 months. We just need to be on our element supplements. So I love you all, and we will see you soon. Bye.